Okay. I guess okay, I have to practice looking into the camera. So the one the 750 milestone goal for Patreon has been reached. So this will be the part one of my story, Dota story and personal story, I guess. And in this part I will focus on the beginnings of pretty much from where I first started playing online to me getting into MIM, and then I will stop there, and then another time I will resume from that point. But anyways, the first time I really started playing online, I think I was about 10 years old, and I started playing these card games online. And the funniest part was that it was like this Danish website, and you could play like these cute card games, and you probably played like with people who were in their 50s or something. But I thought that was like the only way I could play online stuff, and I was really hooked by it. And the funny part was that it was like this old connection, and at that point you played for how many minutes you were online. And my dad, he thought it was like you paid for $15 for each hour. So he thought it was like really expensive. So I was playing like 3 or 4 hours. It would cost like 2 dinners or something like that. But it was actually like only $1 each hour, so it was way cheaper. But he used to get pretty mad at me if he found out that I'd been playing for an hour, because he thought it was so much more expensive than it actually was. So that was like the first way. I remember that I also played Diablo, and I saw these like screens of people playing together, and I was like, that could be so awesome, but I never managed to get online there. And I also played Warcraft 2, but I never managed to get online either. If I had gotten online there, I think I would just have been obsessed with that. But anyways, my first experience with Warcraft 3, where I later played Dota, that was at a New Year's Eve party at a friend's, and I was like 12 years old, I think. And I think they showed me like this Warcraft 3 game, like normal Warcraft 3, and I was just instantly hooked. I think you could like control the Juggernaut, or what it was called, like Blade Master, called Warcraft 3, and you could control these units, and there was these camps, and I was just blown away. And I started playing a lot of Warcraft 3 around there, and I actually played ranked, like 2-on-2, at pretty high level, and I managed to get like 85% win rate on when I created a new Warcraft 3 account, and I actually managed to play with some really good players. But there was like this one guy, when he found out I was 13 years old, he didn't want to play with me anymore, even though I had a crazy win rate and we did so well together. I think it was like 20, and at one point I told him my age, and he just stopped talking to me. So yeah, I don't know, that was kind of weird. But then my first really big addiction just came. That was World of Warcraft. That was, I guess I was 13, 14 years old. I think I started following World of Warcraft because I was so obsessed with Warcraft 3, and then they announced this like online role-playing game in the Warcraft universe, and I was just, damn, that should be just insane. So I just started following the closed beta, and just read so much, and I eventually got into the beta, and it just blew me away. It was just, yeah, it was crazy. And when I finally got the final product, I think I was 14, I actually screamed. I was so happy I got it. And the next year, like, I went to school, got home, played World of Warcraft. It was pretty much rinse repeat. If I had any vacations or in the holidays or something, World of Warcraft, World of Warcraft, World of Warcraft. And I played about a year, and I think maybe this year has also been pretty good. But before that, I think that was probably the happiest year of my entire life. That was like that 1 year playing World of Warcraft. That was just like amazing to be 14 years, just get into this whole new world. And you call it vanilla WoW now. Just, I think people have just pretty nostalgic feeling about it. And it used to be like so much more novel and in a way much better because it was kind of a new thing. But anyways, so I think I was like 14 in 9th grade or something or 8th grade when my parents they pretty much told me that I played too much, and they didn't force me to stop, but they convinced me to stop. And after that I lay like in bed for 3 days, like just completely crushed. I didn't know what to do. Like that had been my life for 1 year. But then I slowly just got back into normal life, and like always during these times I always like was pretty popular in school and had friends, but didn't like do that much more social. I went to some stuff and with friends, but not much. Pretty much just if I could play I would just prefer playing. Yeah. And then I slowly began playing Warcraft 3 again, and then I found Dota. And actually, I think my first Dota game I remember. It was my first game. I remember I was playing against this silencer who just crushed our team. But he was really like a gentleman. He was just saying, "Yeah, well, silencer is really good." And I'm pretty sure I don't think he played Shadowblade silencer, but it could have been pretty funny if he actually did it. But he just crushed us with that carry silencer. But then I played like a lot of Battle.net just online, and then I found out Dota League was like a site where you could just ranked system and you could find others, and I got to rank 1 there because I just played insanely so much, and I had a crazy win rate, something like 80%, and the admins, they investigated me several times because I had such a good win rate, and they thought, well, he must be cheating. But yeah, I was just at that point, if you just knew the basics and you knew how to last hit and you just had a basic grab of the game, then you could just blow everyone away. Now people are just so much better, and it's not enough just to last hit because everyone knows pretty much how to do that. And I once got called a bot in the Dota League, one of the games, because I was terrible in mid and I just kind of denied and last hit everything. And he was like, "Well, you must be a robot because this is insane." But then there was like this in-house clan screen, which is modern day would be like Europe Elite League or North American Elite League. But that was pretty much the in-house for all the best players in the world, or all the best Europe and I think also American players. And they had tryouts, so I got in one of the tryouts, and I played well enough that I got invited. And then I played well enough to actually stay in there. And in there I met players like Loda, Malk, Mania, Dendi, Vigos, and so on. Kind of met all the good players. And then after I played there a while, and I think at one point I got to number 1 in the IOCH. Yeah, I was number 1 in like, yeah, for a week or something like that. So I was pretty proud of that. But then an online World Cup in Dota got arranged. And so Mim was their really good team, and they had like 2 Danish guys, and they needed some more for this World Cup. And then they asked me to participate because they knew me from this in-house, and I said yes. And then I started playing with them, and it worked out really well. I'm not sure what role or what if we won it. I think we got like top 3 or something. I'm not sure what we got. But anyways, they wanted me to participate in the team, and that's how I joined the MIM, one of the top teams at that time. And with Mania, Malk, Malini, Fia, Honey, Levent, we were like 7 people at that time. It was like 7, 8 people, but it worked out decently. But yeah, I'll talk about my time in MIM for the next video. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'm not sure I looked enough into the camera, but I don't know, I just can't look into the camera. That's, yeah. Anyways, guys, have a good day.